let's try this again. Offhand, I'm contractually obligated to talk during the cutscenes. Otherwise, I might have to deal with the content ID match, and all I'm doing is trying to play a game here, and share relevant video footage from said game. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Let's Get On with the StarCraft.
I can't see a thing, Jim.
Well, hold on.
I swear, it's always some damn thing. Wait, got it. Ah, hell, this thing ain't gonna hold.
Shut up.
Damn, you're ugly.
You girls strapped in nice and tight now. Tighter.
Oh yeah, strapped in right here. $180 executive chair, I'm good to fucking go. Let's do this. I know, I tried this over 3 years ago, but my father nearly died and work interfered, and I actually didn't know how to use recorders, and YouTube still had a 10-minute time limit. Things happen.
Locked in and cruising.
But now,
What you got for me out there, Joey Ray?
We got TERRAN for sure.
There's a
I
TERRAN
don't know
for
about
sure.
the rest. We got a big old buttload of floating debris out here.
a whole buttload.
We hit pay dirt this time for sure. Explain to me, how we gonna get all this home?
You're not.
I'm detached and moving toward the derelict spacecraft.
You can do it. We totally got this. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Video's out again.
Well, quit picking at it.
I ain't picking at it, damn it. I'm out here with a hinge in my kitty up in here and there slapping your jacks.
I told you nothing bad would happen, guys.
Hold on, I got visual. Get the damn boat, you son of a back! I'm behind the ship! I'm behind you, Jim!
Aw, man, that head explosion is still beautiful even after all these years. But now, thanks to the Rewarding the Rewarders opportunity I offered in July 2012, I'm gonna give this another go. Also, that was loud in my head. Now, fellow Let's Play hobbyist Mysterious JG recently completed a playthrough of this game. I'll link you to it in the video description below. He's a nice guy who enjoys strategy games and likes to socialize with his viewers. Me, I'm a bitter, jaded asshole. To diversify here, I'm going to adopt a different playstyle, when harkening back to the time I used to play this game more than any other. StarCraft, after all, is still my favorite game of all time, and even after all these years, I've still played it more than any single other game. Anyway, let's get started. I actually haven't practiced at all. All I did was create a little registry profile here and test out my settings, made sure to turn subtitles on, all that jazz, but I haven't played a single lick. So we're going to start with the original StarCraft campaign and work our way through the entire thing. Hopefully I pick up the skills as we go. Many of the missions in the original StarCraft campaigns are quite easy. They don't warm up there until the end. Hopefully I'll be able to do this with the power of Coca-Cola. That was product placement, everyone. TERRAN campaign, Rebel Yell. In the decade since the end of the Guild Wars, the oppressive Terran Confederacy has stood unchallenged its supremacy over colonized space. All that changed 4 days ago when a large alien fleet emerged from warp space and laid waste to the unsuspecting Confederate colony Chalsara. The Confederacy, fearing that the alien fleet's next target would be the colony of Marstar, has sent you to intervene. Acting as magistrate, you are to safeguard the colonists and keep their state of panic from escalating any further. Boot camp. This is a tutorial mission. I did this before 3 years ago. We're gonna do it again for the lulz.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience. Simply select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
This is basically going to be a test video for me as well, to make sure that my settings run properly, that I'm recording this all right, that everything looks
Whenever
good.
you feel you are ready, you may select Start.
Thank you, Ophelia. Or whatever your name is, Supply Depot Lady, with turbines in your head. All these years, that picture still fucks with my brain. Okay, so simple enough.
Anytime is fine.
Fantastic! This game contains a lot of snark, which Blizzard did very well. There is a reason why they became such a powerful game company, on the shoulders of Warcraft, and StarCraft, and Diablo. All those games, very much enjoyable.
You're okay to go.
And, you know, whenever we first got a computer back in the mid-90s, Blizzard...
Magistrate, are you alright?
Blizzard definitely played a big role in that. In my life now, not so much, but once upon a time. I may also end up including blurbs for the units and what have you, perhaps some background information for the instruction manual in the video description. I still have it even after all these years. So, I'll go ahead and take the tutorial here. I don't need those tips. That basically explains some stuff to you all. So,
the T-280 SCV is the cornerstone of our hostile environment construction and resource gathering operations.
Roger that.
In order to build a thriving colony, numerous SCVs are necessary. You can build additional SCVs at a command center.
Fantastic. Nope.
Yes, sir.
Let's actually go ahead and build another supply depot. Preempt her. So, real-time strategy game if you're unfamiliar with StarCraft. Some folks went into total annihilation themselves back in the day. Me, I ended up with StarCraft. Favorite game of all time, spent more time playing this game than any other. It truly did connect with me, and it is responsible for shaping me into the person I am now. I'm definitely not as... Oh, after all these years of not doing macro here, I'm gonna forget some of my build hotkeys. I got used to my controls, especially considering how smooth this thing scrolls these days. That's amazing. Anyway, Shift F2 through Shift F4 allows you to hotkey a screen so that you can quickly go back to it. You can also hotkey various buildings. Through Control 1 through 0, you can hotkey up to 12 units through the same commands as well. The Shift F2 through F4 allows you to quickly flip between screens. Supply depots are like your farms. In Warcraft, they basically provide supplies there, up to 200 in StarCraft, for your various forces. There are 3 races in this game, the TERRAN, Zerg, and Protoss, if for whatever reason you're unfamiliar with. And that covers it. 2 resources, minerals, which you acquire from mining mineral patches, as well as Vespane gas. Each race has their own advantages, which we'll end up discovering through the course of the campaign. One of the Terran advantages is the ability to lift off key structures, such as the command center, and relocate it.
Reporting for duty.
Another ability is the ability to repair
Order scout.
structures that get damaged. For example, I'll attack with this SCV here. As you can see, there's a wireframe there denoting damage, and then I can repair it using relevant minerals,
I read you.
or gas if it's required. However, due to the haphazard structure of human buildings, they can burn down. While you can mine mineral fields just fine simply by having an SCV select them, you must build a refinery or some form of Vespane gas packing processing plant in order to properly mine Vespane gas. These implements will be introduced over the course of the game. There's a wealth of background detail available in the manual for the purposes of discussing how humans ended up...
Raw Vespane gas, converting it into a form which your SCVs can gather.
Okay. The manual, Blizzard did a great job with this too back in the day. Provides a wealth of detail pertaining to how humans ended up here, how the other 2 races, the Zerg and Protoss, were formed, all other sorts of shenanigans. Details in the various colored factions and what they represent. Really, Blizzard did a great job of immersing you within the game world as you went through their rather awesome single-player campaigns. And they certainly were awesome. It wasn't until Warcraft 3, particularly Frozen Throne, where I felt that they dipped in serious quality.
I read you.
But the original Warcraft, Warcraft 2, of course StarCraft here. It's in Brood War especially, so beautiful. So, our mission here is going to finish rather quickly. 3 supply depots of refinery and 100 Vespane gas. All we have to do is build another supply depot. I'm not going to be efficient about this shit while I'm explaining the process of basic mechanics.
Speak freely, sir.
Sure.
I'm not sure you know what you're doing. If you're going to send us into hostile territory and you want us to defend ourselves, then use the attack command. But if you want us to ignore enemy fire and go exactly to the spot you've targeted, then use the move command. Now, which'll it be?
Now, the mouse button helps in this regard as well. You'll see that there are various hotkeys for the purposes of doing things. I will be using those extensively. Simple right-click activates the just move, or if you right-click on an enemy, just attack. I end up using A plus move a lot. There we go. That was a Zergling basic infantry unit of one of the 3 races of the game, the Zerg.
Rock and roll.
an alien organic Borg, if I were to summarize it for those of you who are unfamiliar with the game. Now I'm just fucking around here. The tutorial is easy within our grasp. There's not a whole lot we can do more than, well, we'll just build the third supply depot. Oh! Now, Marines are the basic infantry unit for the Terran. Very handy. They're the only one to have a ranged attack. These fucking things can take out battle cruisers that apparently orbit the planet from outer space, so that's a thing. They aren't as powerful in the original game as they are in Brood War, simply because of the fact that in Brood War, there was a medic introduced for the Terrans that allowed them to heal their organic units like they heal their mechanical ones. Very nice. SCVs, by the way, are an interesting breed in that they're both organic and mechanical. True story. Anyway, that's enough exploring. One other cool feature for Blizzard games, these old ones if you're unfamiliar with, is simply the fact that they all have their own little unique unit taunts and things that you can explore.
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and do so right now.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Come again, Captain? I'm not reading you clearly. You ain't from around here, are you? I can't believe they put me in one of these things. And now I gotta put up with this, too? I told them I was claustrophobic. I gotta get out of here. I'm socked in here tighter than a frog's butt in a watermelon seed fight. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Orders for
You go ahead and stay there, my little builder.
Standing by. Jack.
Now you, damaged Marine, you can see a little wireframe there that denotes how damaged they end up being.
Good to go. We gotta move.
Game also keeps track of kills up to 255.
Are you gonna give me orders? Oh my god, he's whacked. I vote we frag this commander. How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit? You want a piece of me, boy?
I likely won't do this for every unit in the game.
I read you.
That's something you can end up relying on Mysterious JG. That comfortable guy who explains things slowly so that you all understand. Play at a relaxing pace. Me, though, I'm in a hurry. Whoop. So as soon as we build that third supply depot, we will be victorious. Again, little tutorial mission, that's pretty much what almost the entire Terran campaign ends up being.
Give me something to shoot.
And once you get into the Brood War campaigns, though, where you don't need any tutorial shit at all, it's
This
pretty
concludes
fucking
the
awesome.
equipment demonstration. There will now be a fully catered reception at Marsara Base.
Woo! Fully catered reception! Yeah! I'm victorious. If only we're all that easy. Da-da-da-da! Didn't lose anyone, no casualties. That's the goal. 0 casualties. Everyone gets home alive. Wasteland. Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Marsara Colony.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Sara colony. The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner. Replaying transmission.
Greetings, Magistrate. I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this entire planet, and we'll proceed with a lockdown within 48 hours. You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Rayner. Rayner has agreed to meet your personnel en route and escort them to the new Wasteland site.
Ah, Rayner. His name might be well known to you folks. I haven't played StarCraft 2 at all, don't have any interest in it. But if for those of you who do, or at least have, gotten some passing interest in hearing about it, you may have heard his name come up before. Let's go ahead and go. So, the first real mission. We have a base down here that we're supposed to get to. Our objectives, as a refresher, to find Rayner, build a barracks, and train 10 Marines. We've currently got 5 Marines, so...
I believe we're being sent to the Wasteland. These Confederates think they can push anybody around.
Give me some of this shit.
I know those bastards.
Standing by.
And going across this bridge here, rather beautiful detailed surroundings.
Good to go. Let's move.
What's this? Like a vehicle in a different color?
Reporting for duty.
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Raynor, marshal of these parts.
That's Jim Raynor, a hero unit, driving a vehicle we will be able to start building in Mission 3 called a Vulture. Courtesy of the fact that he is a hero unit, he is very tough. Oh goodness. No, get back! Oh, shit. There you go, it's all your fault, YouTube. I was too busy talking, and lo and behold,
Roger that.
first casualty of the war.
Affirmative.
What war?
Yes, sir.
Well, humans are always at war. Don't you fucking know this shit, guys? Relocate that just a smidge. I'm gonna have to... My penance here is that I'm gonna have to spend more time on this fucking map building more Marines. So yes, hero unit. Vultures definitely do not have this much health normally. He is very tough. Measured the fact that he is a hero unit. Now, brief interview here. There are three types... Well, there's more than 3 types of damage. See, you have normal, concussive, explosive, and then splash damage. Marines deal normal damage with their gauze rifles. Normal damage deals, well, a normal amount of damage to every unit all about. The SCV, you also notice, deals a little bit of damage as well. That's why I thought I could take out that Zergling with them. Because Zerglings are very not tough. Now, Jim Raynor here, the Vulture, deals concussive damage. That means while he deals full amount of damage to small units, I'll go ahead and demonstrate. This Terran Marine has no armor. He's dealt 30 damage. However, to medium units, he only deals 50% damage, and to large targets, he only deals 25% of his damage. You can see there he only dealt 7 hit points worth of damage. Dude Man's got 30 there. And of course, buildings end up having armor.
This is Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, might end up being more. But 25% of 30. 7 point-ish? About 7 damage. Supply Depot might not actually have armor. I forget all the various details of buildings in this game. At any rate,
Orders received.
let's go ahead and build a barracks. The basic infantry trainer of the game.
This is Jimmy.
We'll go ahead and explore around with Jim Raynor. I'll demonstrate some things. Now, Vultures come with 3 spider mines, and Jim Raynor is no exception to this, although you normally have to research the spider mine layout. Spider mines deal a lot of damage. They're sort of like, well, they're mines. You set them and then you forget them. They can hurt your own units as well. They deal a lot of splash damage. Very dangerous. There you go. Sort of like that.
This should be good.
Once you use these 3 mines, they don't come back. Now, Zergling, practically not tough at all. The key thing, though, is that for every... It's difficult to explain the mechanics of the game for those unfamiliar with how the Zerg end up training their units. But let's just say that for every 1 Marine that you train,
Infantry units such as
the
Marines
Zerg
can
gets
be trained
2
at this
Zerglings.
facility.
Now, there's all sorts of crazy scouting and things that you can do, and yeah, Marine counter, blah, blah, blah. I lost one.
Rock and roll.
Mistakes were made.
Sounds
He
fun.
died because he was a fool.
Right on.
Let's go ahead and... Nah, these bastards are smart.
Want a piece of me, boy?
I believe that's the Garm Brood?
Sounds fun.
I don't remember everything about the game. Unfortunately.
Sounds fun. Right on.
Whee!
Sounds piece of me, boy.
I'm just fucking around while waiting for the Marines to build. So yes, there will be units that deal explosive damage. That is better than concussive damage. As a matter of fact, Terrans are the only race that have units that deal concussive damage. They also have the Firebat, which is a infantry melee suppressor, I guess you could call them. And they have a Ghost, which is a specialized unit. The Vulture, of course, is also dedicated to taking out small infantry units, such as Zerglings, which is kind of a big deal. Also, Jim Raynor's trapped. But he's got on speed. He,
Sounds fun.
you know, he's also a bit bulky. He's a medium-sized target, as a matter of fact. But explosive deals, what is it, 75% damage to medium targets and 50% damage to small? So it's inherently better than concussive. Normal deals damage all the way across the board, and Splash, of course, has a splash effect. Who knew? I also didn't need that supply depot, but there you go. Also, whee! and the building goes flying off into outer space. We're WinRARs. So the rally point's there. Go, 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 go!
Want a piece of me, boy?
That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Regardless, we win. Hooray! One casualty. The first casualty of many in this game. That took less than the first tutorial mission. Thankfully, I knew what I was doing. Ah, well. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a ye olde video here, because I need to test out the sound, see how it all looked. It's been over 20 minutes. Hopefully that will be sufficient. Coming up next time on Let's Go to that StarCraft Backwater Station. It'll be funsies. I'll see you all next time. Have fun.